Hi, this is Cyclones Pounder, where I do predictions of the future. If you'd like me to do a prediction for you, let me know in the comments below. Just a reminder, we do lives here on Saturdays and Sundays at 10 a.m. Central and Tuesdays and Thursdays at 5:30 p.m. Central. So make sure you mark it down on your calendar. Also, on Saturday, we have the horoscope show right after the main show at 11:15. And we have the remote viewing on Sunday at 11:15 as well. And those are usually smaller shows. Okay, so let's get into the show for today. We got our special guest, Domino. Hello, Domino. And he doesn't want to stick around. He's freaking out. Ah! Okay, so let's get into the card of the day. This is a message from Universe to us for today. Let's have a look at what card we pull. It's the new location card. Very nice card. I love this deck. This is the Healing with the Fairies deck. Kind of my new go-to deck for doing ratings. Oracle deck. Very nice deck. New location, just moving ourselves into motion. Okay, instead of staying where you are at the moment, especially in the mind and in the body, making sure that we're moving along. Life is movement. Okay, always trying to move forward with many of the things that we do on a daily basis is good practice. As my old kung fu teacher used to say, move, breathe, it's good for you. So making sure that we're always moving into new things, moving forward and never staying put. Okay, so that was our card for today. Working alone today. Just the wife is working at the hospital today. So let's get into Trump. There's been a couple of news stories about Trump for the last little while. Let's have a look on exactly what's going to be happening with Mr. Trump in the next little while. A very interesting case. The people in the court had said, no, he didn't rape her, but he's liable. I don't know why. I never met her or anything like that. But it just shows you the hypocrisy and the baloney that's going on from the other side of the aisle, because they're terrified of Trump, for one, and they don't want him to run for politician. He's going to do that anyways. He just did a talk not that long ago, and it did very, very well. What do they call it in the States? Gathering of some sort. I can't remember the name, but let's have a look at what's going on with this situation with this wonderful lady, and that's being really, really nice. It seems that the particular situation that Trump is facing, like I had said before, he's going to be getting out of this in no time flat. And it's not going to hurt him politically. The whole case is a bunch of baloney, as we've already stated. And we're going to have where he's going to have to really rely upon him and his team to get through this particular situation. And it's going to be building momentum for him moving into the new election. And it's going to be the thing that really pushes them over the hump, getting into the presidency spot. Okay, it seems very convenient that they keep bringing up these things that go against Trump, and it keeps bouncing off of him like water off a duck's back. So in the next little while, I think this story is going to be dying down in about another 2 to 3 weeks. And then we're going to be into the new thing. And I'm just wondering what the next thing they're going to be trying to pull on Mr. Trump in the future. Probably some tax fraud or some nefarious business dealings that he did. Even now, Joe Biden has been doing nefarious business deals with his son Hunter, but we won't talk about that at all. Okay. And Mr. Biden doesn't get in any trouble for that. But, that's just the way it is. So I'm picking up that this is going to be pretty much done by 3 weeks' time. And then we're going to be getting into the new thing that the left is going to be trying to do towards Trump. And that, again, is going to be rolling off his back. And it's going to be building up his fan base even more and even more strong than previous. They're helping him, not hurting him in any way. Okay, even with all this shenanigans that they're doing, and he's going to be putting his foot down in the next little while with this particular situation. I'm picking up that he's going to be making sure that this sort of thing doesn't happen with some new legalization thing that's going to be coming up. That he's going to be putting forward. And he's going to get very creative on the way that he's going to be handling this situation. And we got Super Whittle Guy. Hello. It's been a long time. He's been going through a bit of a rough time, so make sure you give him some white light. I'm picking up that he's going to be doing just fine. It's not going to be pretty, but he's going to be getting through that particular situation that he's been going through. I'm talking about Mr. Super Whittle Guy in the next little week, in a week or two, that he's going to be pulling through this situation and moving on to something brand new part of his life. Okay, so from Trump to Super Whittle Guy, I'm just on fire. Okay, let's have a look at the next one. Tucker on Twitter. We got Daisy Chains. Hello, Daisy Chains. So Tucker has announced, of course, he's going to be on Twitter. And it's going to be very good. I think they're going to be dropping the case against him. He's actually countersued, and that is going to be pulling through. And it's going to actually be devastating to Fox News. CNN is going to be falling apart as well because of this particular situation. Because now we have a voice that's not going to be hindered in any way. And has a very large following, and he's fairly well respected within a certain age demographic. And I think a lot of those people might not be on Twitter, but I think we're going to see a huge surge of new people that are on Twitter. So if you're already on Twitter and you're doing a little bit of business there, things are going to be heating up because of a lot of people coming into the Twitter sphere. And if you're not on Twitter and you want to do a little bit of business on Twitter, I think now is the time to start thinking of that. I think this Twitter is going to be exploding with quite a bit of people coming into the situation and that platform moving forward. He's honoring his true feelings, which is very good. And people see, if he was lying, people would see through that. You'd hope. But he is honoring his true feelings. And of course, the new opportunities card came up. I think he's going to be going for more than just Twitter. There's other platforms that he can live stream to, like what I do. I'm on YouTube, I'm on Twitter, I'm on Facebook, and many other different places, all at the same time. Even now, my biggest audience is on YouTube. He could probably do the same thing, and he's going to have a lot of financial flow coming up for himself in the next coming days. As soon as he starts doing the Twitter thing, there's going to be a lot of money offered to him, not only by Elon Musk, but by other interested parties that may be wanting to hook onto that vibration that he's putting out into the universe. So, yeah, Tucker's going to do very, very well. And I do see him in about another year being shown on other platforms as well. Okay. And the last one. Unfortunately, I can't see what you guys are saying because I have a different screen up, but we will get there momentarily. Okay. In the fire, out of the fire again, as the banking system, this is another show about the banking system, which is failing. And we've been seeing all kinds of activity on this. I was watching the Beyond Mystic. I remember you guys were telling me about Woo Woo Dude on the last episode of Beyond Mystic with Jay Snip and I can't remember the lady's name. She's a very good astrologer. And the part somebody had said, Woo Woo's dude hair was standing up for whatever reason. And I got to that part and that's what they're talking about. It's about the banking system around in May. So let's have a look at that May in the banking system. And I think this is when I think many psychics were seeing that huge changes are going to be happening to the banking system around April, May, and June. We're going to be seeing a lot of situations. So if you're still in the banking industry fully, you may want to reconsider other situations for yourself. Know that you don't have to go down with the sinking ship. Like me and the wife, we have just the money we need for paying bills and daily life in the bank. Everything else is outside of that. So when the bank, let's make an analogy for everybody. When you got all of your furniture out of the house and the house catches on fire, is it as bad? Sure, you lose your house, but you still got all your stuff outside of danger. Okay? You don't put your furniture back in the house while it's burning. At least I hope you wouldn't. Some people might, but it's kind of that kung fu philosophy. If you don't want to get hit in the face, don't be in line with the bunch. And that's pretty much where we're going right now. Maybe don't have all of the furniture in the house or your stuff. Have it out of the side of the house while it's on fire. Okay? And then once they build the brand new house, put all your stuff back in the house. So hopefully that's an analogy that you can wrap your head around and to help you out. This is not financial advice, of course. This is for entertainment purposes only, but this is my thinking on the subject. Don't have, if something's in danger and you can avoid it, please do that. And we're going to be seeing a lot more of this. So let's have a look at May. Is it May Day? Because that's what Super Little Guy was referring to, was the month of May. Because he said April showers bring May flowers for the crypto market. And he was also saying that when everything drops in the banking system, everything else will drop. And this is where he was speculating, and a lot of them are speculating that we're going to see the $6 silver around that period of time, and $2,000 gold, and many of the cryptocurrencies are going to be going down quite a bit at that period of time. So if you have all your furniture out of the house, you can trade it in for some cheap Bitcoin at that period of time. According to Woo Woo Dude, the rest of the panel that was on Beyond Mystic. Now, in May, I think there's going to be a huge new opportunity out there for everybody that's been paying attention. And there's going to be a lot of financial flow. Okay. These are the cards that I pulled up. I did shuffle. But unfortunately, a lot of people are not going to be letting gold go of that old system. And this is where we're going to get into that trouble of not letting go entirely. So if you still have all your assets in the bank and you don't want to let go because you think the banking system is going to be okay, and no, it's not. I think Woo Dude and the rest were quite correct on when it's going to be happening. I don't think it's going to be exactly as they're saying. Okay. And of course, this is the elites version of trying to bribe you into the CBDC. So this doesn't happen again. We're going to put you into CBDCs so you are safe. And then this whole banking incident is to try to get you into CBDCs, thinking that it's safer than the old system. Okay. So that's their whole thing. And when everything goes down, as we've stated previously, and if you're tough and you're brave and you hang on to your Bitcoin and your gold and your silver with white knuckles, it's going to pay off in the long run, because right after that, everything's going to go poof. Not the Canadian or the American dollar, but all the other assets are going to be going up in a big way. Okay. So it is going to be happening in May, June, in that period of time, as we have discovered through other means, psychically, and other information coming our way, especially that seen from the bankers meeting that they had. They said it was going to be in June when everything big is going to happen in that time period on a Friday. That way you can't knock on the window and demand your money because the bank is closed. Okay, so keep that in mind as we're moving more and more into May, June, that period of time. Okay, and if it doesn't happen and all your assets are in Bitcoin, gold, and silver, no harm, no foul. Okay, so let's get into the next thing. Of course, that's talking about our new Discord channel we have, where Marlon and Dark, who are regulars here on our live show, have been doing diligent work behind the scenes. I think Dark had just set up the, what do you call it? Trader's desk. So if you want to know more and more about how to do trades in the stock market and the crypto market, they have those parts of the Discord all set up, and it looks very, very good. So if you're wondering of the latest news and the latest information about doing stock trading or crypto trading, that is now live on the Discord channel. Also, we have the general chat for everybody, so you can come and chat with one another. You can come talk to me or the wife. Boy, wife's already on there, or Dark, or any of them. So always come check it out on securityinspired.com. I have a new tab where it says Discord, Patreon. So you go through the Patreon, and then it'll take you to another page to sign up for the Discord channel. And it's going to be super duper. Tons of stuff on there. Okay. And it's a very cheap price. Okay. It's, I think American, it's $8 a month, which is not too bad. I don't want to charge too much for services because of what's going on, but we need to do all the things and pay the bills and that sort of thing. So make sure you wander over to psychreadingsbyandre.com and look up that Discord channel through the Patreon page. Okay, with that said, Of course, we on the Sunday show, we have the remote viewing show, and we're going to be doing our target number here, which is 0589-5182. Okay, and that's, you can write that down, and you know the drill. Use your psychic abilities in a big way, because a lot of Bob Job did an excellent job. Same with Daisy Chains on the last Sunday show. Phenomenal development on their part. And if you want to be one of those people that's getting their ability stronger every time, you need practice. So that's why that Sunday show is there, to get you strong psychically, so it can aid you in everyday life. Okay, so that's going to be this Sunday Sunday at 11:15. Okay, so a little after the main show. Okay, let's get into the chat. We got quite a lot of people talking here, which is good. We got Super Whittle Guy. We got Bob Job. What's he talking about? Hi, Henri. Is this the crypto low for me, or is more to come? I still see cowboys riding horses all over the place. Duct tape yourself in the seat or on the saddle. Don't fall out. If you already have assets in cryptocurrency, don't hang on to them with white knuckles. Okay, don't be doing anything funny. Don't do those knee-jerk reactions. Hang on, because it's all going to go like this. And then after a period of time, because the elites are going to be buying all of the cryptocurrency you're selling for cheap. That's what they do. And then they're going to bump the price. And that's probably where we're going to have the dancing monkeys and all that sort of thing. Telling everybody about cryptocurrencies, because that is the new system that they're going to be coming out with. I think that was basically their plan B if the CBDCs don't work. And I don't think CBDCs are going to be working in United States at all. And there was a video that I showed on the Discord that explains why. So maybe go over there and give it a watch. Okay, so let's have some cards out here for this. Are we facing more downturns? I shouldn't say downturns. More buying opportunities out there for everyone, because we're all smart here. Right? Yeah, you're smart. You know the deal. When everybody's panicking, be greedy. When everybody's greedy, be afraid. Oh, don't be afraid, but take a lick off your ice cream. So right now, everybody's going, what do? You buy. You be greedy. You get your nickels and your dimes and your I don't know what British money's called. Of course, Canada, we don't have pennies anymore. Your nickels and your dimes and your quarters, and you just scoop them up and buy as much as you can right now. Not financial advice, of course, but it might be a good idea. In May, I think we're going to be headed for another little bit of a downturn. I think people are saying $24,000, $25,000 American in that period of time. Might be going down a little bit lower, but not as much. Some YouTubers go way off the deep end with these prices. I think it will go down low, but not to those lows. Okay, but it's still gonna be good overall, and that's pretty much what the cards are showing. We got to be honest with ourselves. Stop listening to the fear mongering out there. when they're talking about the end of something, that's when you get in and you keep buying and you keep that price going up, up, up. Because we can change the price ourselves, right? And stop selling the elites cheap Bitcoin, please. Okay, what else do we have here in the cards? We have honoring your inner child. Be giddy, get in there, don't be afraid. Okay, get the cryptocurrencies that you need, or as much as you can get your hands on, and dreams do come true. Okay, because after all this washes out and you hang strong, hold strong, it's going to go like crazy, way up, 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 because that's going to be part of the new system. The CBDCs are actually going to all be attached, but I don't think CBDCs are really going to be a big player in most of the world because most people are whatever. And that was just some way of trying to keep the old system alive. Okay. So, yeah, we're going to go down a little bit more, but not to the extent where everybody's hair is on fire. Most people aren't really paying attention to cryptocurrencies right now. The bigger majority of people. Most are like, but it will come back and everybody's going to get crypto crazy in about 5 months. Okay, hopefully that answers your question. Cass, can you pull cards on my husband's current job? Should he stay or start his own business? Well, he can do both, like I do. I still work and working on this as my side business, and I'm building some other side businesses on the side, along with the Discord channel. Okay. So you can do it all. Just make sure you keep time for all the things that are important to you. Okay? Like time with the wife. And we're going to her parents' house in the country on the Sunday because it's Mother's Day. And then we're going to go see my mom after that. So I might be a little scarce on Sunday. We'll still have the Sunday show. Okay. But it may be a little hasty because the wife's like, we gotta go. Because we've got a half-hour drive to get out to the country, right? Okay. So for the current job, new location is so he is going to be changing location in his job. I think he's going to be keeping it for a short period of time as he moves into the new thing. Make sure that he has everything set up. And yes, he's going to be setting something up very, very soon. Okay. He has to learn how to visualize on how to do it. Okay. I think he's having a little bit of trouble. Once you get it in your mind, okay, do not overcomplicate it. Right, super little guy? Don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Keep it affordable. Okay, I started with a little cell phone doing my show, and I've built up from there as we've grown. Okay, so it's you don't need all the best stuff. Okay, to begin with, you just got to get in there. If you're doing something like I'm doing, all you need is a cell phone, and away you go. Okay, and I'm thinking he's going to be procrastinating a little bit because he wants all that good stuff. You don't need it. Just get started. And I am picking up that that yes, it will work. Just don't go crazy. Okay. Write down those goals. Put them everywhere. Like mine's on my fridge over here, and by the coffee machine. Okay. So I look at it a lot during the day because I drink a lot of coffee. and other beverages. And just have that in mind, and the universe will give you information that you need to continue on. Okay, so there you go. Hopefully that helps you out. Silver has dipped to $24. Will it keep dipping? Yes. And it's pretty much what I had started with the banks and all that. I was already talking about that. And then some people are saying $6 silver. Hey, awesome stuff, right? Buy a bunch. Buy a couple stacks, because I think it was Woo Woo Dude that was saying a stack of silver dollars is going to be about $50,000 American. Right now, at Canadian prices, it's about $800 for a stack of 24 coins in Canadian money. I don't know what that is in American. And then if it goes, it's quite a bit of a jump going from $800 for 24 up to 50,000, whatever that is in Canadian. Pretty good. So when it does happen, get that silver. Okay. But I'm also picking, it's not going to be $6. It's going to be like 18, 19 bucks when it's finally done and finished. And of course, the paper stuff is going to go. And there's going to be a moment in time when they're not going to be honoring the paper silver possession as I disappear off of the screen like Harry Houdini. But the cards are saying that, yes, it will drop to $12. There you go. $12 American in the next little while. Still a pretty good price. Okay, and then it's probably going to be jumping up from there in, say, May, June, July. In July, I think we're going to be going up quite a bit after that, because they've done all the big shakeout. These things happen because they want to shake out all the lesser people like ourselves out of the system. And they may even put laws out there to get rid of, so you can't own any, or stupid things like, it's not the first time that they've done that. Okay, so $12 American for some silver. Charles Bovins. Morning, Andre. The USA is trying to bully South Africa back into line. Not bullying, of course. How is the BRICS conference in August going to go? Well, the United States is not going to succeed in bullying them. Because right now, nobody cares about the Americans. If you're an American, sorry, but other countries don't like the United States at the moment. There's other options now. Even though the American dollar is the big one at the moment, doesn't mean it's going to be like that forever. And if the Americans keep bullying and all that with every country, they're going to run out of friends real quick. I still see Turkey being part of the BRICS. Probably within the year. And when that does happen, oh boy, I don't think the Americans are going to be bullying Turkey, because they have the third largest military on the planet, or third largest military in NATO. I don't think it's the third largest military on the planet, but it's the third largest in the NATO. Anyways, the conference is going to be doing very, very well. They're going to be they're going to rise above many of the problems that, well, I guess it's Joe Biden is the problem. And they're going to be reignited to many of the other principles of the other BRICS nations. It may even straighten out some of the other countries out in a good way, and it might beholden them to the other countries as we go through the banking crisis. You have to remember, banking crisis is what's stirring the pot for the BRICS. Okay? If it was not for the dollar dying, you wouldn't need the BRICS, right? With all the American bullying, it's just pushing everybody away. And this is why they've developed the BRICS in the first place. So trade and commerce can continue without American influence. So the Americans aren't coming at it in a position of strength. Okay, the governments, companies. But I am seeing that their conference is going to go very, very well. Okay, thank you for that. Well, there goes my 3-card reading request. Thanks, Andre. I'll do some more for you there, super little guy. You have to remember, you have to let go of some of these old ideas that aren't working for you. Always look for the thing that does work, and that it's usually the simplest thing. Instead of trying to overcomplicate the thing that you're trying to acquire, sometimes it's just the most basic thing will work out the best. Because we as humans always try to overcomplicate things, me included. It's when we start to go really simple, okay, things actually work and work in very good ways. I remember being in back in my music days, and we try to overcomplicate things musically, and it wouldn't work. We simplify it and put it into steps. Then it worked. Okay. Life is like music. Keep it simple. Keep life simple. Don't overcomplicate things, and go with what you got. Okay. And you can do it pretty much anything you can set your mind to. For all those things that you require, or the things that you actually need, will come to you because of the universal mind. Okay. When I was in my band, we didn't have much equipment. Most of our equipment was held together with duct tape and staples. As we went along and kept playing in the basement and had tons and tons of people coming over, watching us practice and rehearse and stuff, things started to come towards us. Okay, we need a mic stand because we didn't have enough money for mic stands, so we'd hang the mic over the rafters, and so the microphone would be doing this as we're playing. Somebody came over with some mic stands. They weren't great mic stands, but they were mic stands. And there's just somebody, one of our fans, found mic stands at a garage sale that were usable. I think one, we had to duct tape the bottom with a ball, so it wouldn't do this as you're moving around the mic stand. Carpeting for the walls for sound deadening came to us by chance. Universe go, here, you want some soundproofing? Here you go. So, we quickly stapled that stuff on the. You ever play music in a bare basement, just concrete. Ooh. And we had carpeted everything. Ooh. It's multicolored because it was at the back of a carpet store that we found this carpet that the the guy who was running the store goes, yeah, take it away. So we had orange and purple and green and you name the color, we had it on the walls, but it works. So think of life that way. Okay. It doesn't have to be perfect to move forward. And then we got a lot of the good equipment, and then we started touring after 2 years of trying. Okay. So don't overcomplicate it. Just keep going, and the universe will give you the things that you need, like multicolored carpets. Okay. And yes, send some white light to super little guy. What else we got here? Yeah, Bob Job. Hi, Andre. Can I have a 3 cards for Super Widow? Oh, we already did that. We gave him a big message. When will the banks fail? I think that's going to be May, June, in that period of time. Fail for us. They themselves will be fine. And the ultra rich are going to be okay. But us little people, we're going to be thrown to the side. Okay. 3 cards on will I see another UFO? You seen your first? I've never seen one. I've met people that have touched them, but I've never actually seen one in person. Maybe they're hiding behind the corner. One of my grandfather's friends that he was really close with when he was alive. He was friends with a gentleman that had touched the UFO, and he had burn marks across his stomach from the incident. It was Falcon Lake, I believe. He said he was a geologist, and he would move around in around that part of Manitoba. And he saw the 2 craft come down, and he went forward, and because it was on the shoreline, he slipped on the rocks, and his stomach hit the side of the ship. Okay, and so he had burn marks across his stomach. I got to touch him when I was a little guy. So, and he had like scientists and all that poke and prod him for a long period of time. Pretty nice gentleman. But 3 cards for Daisy. Yes, you're going to be seeing one in the next couple of weeks. So just pay attention, making sure that you have that quiet time with yourself. It's when you're at peace and grounded and centered that you start to see things in the around you that you may have missed. When you're uptight and all that, you're not connected with the universe, and you're going to be missing things. So in the next couple of weeks, you're going to be seeing another one coming up very, very soon. Just make sure you're grounded and centered and using the white light, because aliens like white light, because they understand those things as well. I was using white light before the show, and it works great. Gives me connection to the universe, and aliens are part of that universe too. So just remember that moving forward. And using the white light connects you with everything, not just certain things. It's everything, okay, including UFOs It's going to connect you with all the things that are going on with the banking systems. And then you can go, oh, they're a bunch of baloney over there. And then you can, through that connection, you could figure out a way around many of these things. Okay. So, yes, there is a UFO. And make sure you tell us when it does. Okay. Super Whittle Guy. Most DeFi crypto is 100% poised to jump, not without shakeups. Elsewhere, gold and silver. Wish I could buy some. Yeah, everything is going to go because people are a little weird that way. When the banking system's going down, they're going to sell everything for whatever reason. Their gold, there's newer people are going to be selling their silver and the gold and their cryptos because they're frightened, and frightened people do weird things. And this is why I keep saying, sit on it, put it in your treasure, forget about it, put it in the safe and forget about it. Well, don't forget about it, but don't worry so much about that. Okay. In time, we're going to see that you're going to be very, very wealthy if you're holding on to those cryptocurrencies with a death grip, because there's a scenario, everything drops. All the elites are going to be, thank you. Thank you for giving us cheap crypto gold and silver. Okay. And then the market's going to go. And when that does happen, and that's going to be happening very, very soon. Okay, so if you're hanging on to crypto, gold, and silver, don't do knee-jerk reactions. Just throw it in the safe, move on with life, because there's other things to worry about and to do, and you'll be fine. Okay, live life. Hi, Andre. My friend had an accident and his eyes were affected. Is he going to recover fully? First thought is no. But he will be capable again of many things that he was doing previously. And he's going to be getting, I guess it's something that he can gain money from, because that's part of the cards as well. He's going to have positive expectations, and yes, he's going to have some sight regained. It's not going to be 100%. It's going to be putting him off of work or doing certain things. And he's going to, through that, he's going to be breaking free into some new areas coming up for himself, away from what he was doing or what he got into the accident from. Okay. And it's going to be opening up new pathways for him to have new things in his life. Okay. And I think it's going to be a very prosperous time in some ways for him. Okay. But no, I don't think he's going to get his full vision back. I do think if you use white light, you can repair a little bit more. Okay. Use white light on everything. You can use that white light to analyze your friend. Medical, intuitive. That's one way of practicing, right? Go into altered state, breathe in, breathe out, bring that white light around, increase it, scan your friend, and see exactly how everything is. Okay? You could practice that on your friend and see how he's doing. Okay? And you can do that with even yourself. My knee. It's usually my knee that bugs me. Give it some white light and heals it up a little bit. You can do that as well with your friend. So very, very easy. Okay? Hopefully that answers your question. I'm a little giddy today for whatever reason. Where are we going next? The UK banks. Oh, gotta hide you. UK banks protect your money supposedly up to £85,000. Yeah, we got something similar like that in Canada, and probably the US has something like that. They're already calculating that they don't have enough for everybody. I think here in Canada, it's $200,000 per bank account that they can cover, but that if everybody goes tanks at the same time, they don't have enough money to cover that. So if you're still thinking of staying in the banking system, mostly, look for other solutions. Okay? Thank you for that, Daisy Chains. What about the Zim and Dinar? Not sure what that is. Oh, you're talking with somebody else. Okay. Long conversation here. Okay. Hi, Andre. What will the Rand dollar exchange rate look like in the end of June? Currently at Rand 18 to the dollar. Thanks. It's going to be a little bit better. I'm picking up the number 12. So it's going to go less Rand for a dollar because the US bank dollar is going down. So if you're looking to do some exchanges, might be okay in the next little while to do some currency trading with that if you want. But I'm thinking that going from American to Rand would be a little bit better. And even from there to something much, much better like gold, silver, Bitcoin. But yeah, I think I do see the number 12 in the next couple months. Okay, hopefully that helps you out. Sunday could be a challenge. Yeah, they're doing all kinds of things in gold and silver. 3 cards are the 7 chakras, the 7 seals in the Bible. I don't know. But I do know when you do the Lord's Prayer, okay, that will, when you recite the Lord's Prayer, it opens up all of your chakras in sequence. Learned that from one of my teachers. So do the Lord's Prayer, it opens the crown chakra and starts going down the body as you're reciting the Lord's Prayer. But you didn't know that. And of course, a lot of the biblical things that are in the Bible are not originally from the Bible. A lot of them are referring to Hindu and Buddhist ideas because they came prior. And you have to remember that Christianity wasn't made in a vacuum. It had influence from all different other religions at the time. The biggest one was Zoroastrianism, which actually the seals come from originally. Zoroastrian was the first time that you saw the good God and the bad God. This is the first time you saw the depiction of a Satan-like figure, okay, with the bat wings. That's where they stole that idea from. And the apocalypse comes from Zoroastrianism, which is, I think it's still around, but very small amounts of people practice Zoroastrianism. It's one of the oldest religions on the planet. Okay? When, history lesson now, in Israel, they were taken over by the Palestinians long time ago, and their religion was Zoroastrianism. And the Jewish people, a lot of their concepts were just developing at that time. So when they got conquered by the Palestinians, this is why they're still at odds with one another. A lot of the Zoroastrianism war intertwined with the ancient Jewish beliefs, and so that's why there's similar stories between the two. Nothing is developed in a vacuum. Okay, getting back to your question. It does refer to the seven chakras, which is more of a Hindu, Buddhist philosophy. And a lot of the teachings are kind of went into the Bible. So yes, they are referring to that. Okay? So hopefully that helps you out and answers your question. And you get a little bit of a history lesson. Doge for rest of May and June. How are we doing on time? We got time. I think they're going to be doing okay. I think they're going to be kind of forgotten about for the next little while because people are going to be all over the place. So only the diehard Doge fans are going to be sticking with the Doge. I think people are going to be looking for other things because of all the mayhem that's going to be going on in May and June. I think it's going to be going down quite a bit because of stuff going on. It'd be a great time to pick some Doge up at good prices in the next little while, because I think everything's going to go back up in the following months after that. Okay? And going along with woo dude on this one. It's not going to go as low as they're saying, but it is going to go down in that period of time. And it's all because of the banking system. Okay? So hopefully that helps you out. Richard Hart is releasing Pulse Chain this week. Can you pull some cards? Wedgie boards. I should go get my Ouija board. It's at my mom's. It's a lot of fun. Now, it's not like you see on the movies and TV. It's not evil. Everything can work as a portal. Cards can work as a portal. The pendulum can work as a portal. You have to remember, these are just tools that we use. Okay? You don't need them. Okay? But it helps. You can hammer a nail with a hammer. Hammer, yeah. Or your forehead. One is a little easier than the other. Yeah? But yeah, I should get my Ouija board sometime from my mom. We'll have some fun. Ooh, I don't know how I would show it on the camera. But hey. So, Richard Hart is finally coming out with it. I think it's going to go for the first little while. I think it's going to need a lot of loving, tender care because it's taken so long. And that's going to require a lot of effort from the people that are really big into it, because I think a good portion of the crowd went, yeah, okay, and went to other things because it took so long. It's going to take quite a momentous feat to get it back up. It will start going up because it's falling out, but it's not going to be going up as much as people had figured. And pretty much going back to what I had said previously about pulse chain. It's kind of a bit of a whimper in the beginning, and then I think it's going to be building up in 4 or 5 months' time because of rah, yay, and getting people excited into it. Okay, it will go up from what you bought it for, but it's not going to be as much as you were hoping. Okay, hopefully that helps you out. One more. Then I got a reading after this. Hopefully we'll be the first millionaires. Already got it one. What can we do for a short one? Oh, we got a super chat. I should do that. $5. Thank you, Plandemic. Please ask the cards if the Mexican president Andres Manuel Lopez has been replaced or cloned, double robot, etc. recently. And thank you for the $5. I almost forgot. What I'm getting is that he's been switched back. It was a clone previously, and then he's been switched back into his old self. I think you're going to see some weird behavior from him that's kind of out of the ordinary for him because he hasn't been doing it for a while. He's had his double doing things. And it seems that the double is probably better than him at politics. So it's him coming back into the role of what he was doing previously. Okay? Hopefully that helps you out. And I think he's going to do okay, but it's going to seem a little weird for the next little while because he's going to be a little bit different than his clone. Okay? And with that said, thank you everybody for coming by. I think we got all the major things done up. Make sure on Sunday's show we do the remote viewing homework. Okay, and that's going to be at 11:15. Getting back to my other thing here. Make sure you check out the Discord channel on our secretreadsbyhenry.com. Whole lot of things done by Dark. Thank you, Dark, for all the work that you're doing back there in the Discord channel. If like a personal reading with me, make sure you go to secretreadsbyhenry.com until we get that set up in the Discord, and we'll do it there as well. All the information's on there. If you like a personal healing, make sure you go to secretreadsbyhenry.com, where all that information is there as well with my wife, the Reiki Master. And if you like to participate in any of our affiliate programs, make sure you go to secretreadsbyhenry.com. All that information is there. And if you should purchase something from one of those, know that we make a little bit of money from that purchase. Okay, with that said, make sure you like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the future. Bye-bye.